Welcome to the B word. This is something that you never heard. We'll give you real type of fantasy. Pick up your phone and just share with me.
Yo, it's me. They call me B. I love to talk, but not for free. About some clothes, about some D. Go grab your drink and have a seat. Press that like and hit that share, cause I'ma take you anywhere. This my story, watch and see. Now come enjoy this ride with me. Hey.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's B again. It's B again. Like it's me again. Okay. Today, well, before I get to that, press the like button, press the share button, comment, subscribe. I thank y'all for joining me. I thank you for coming back. I thank you for returning again. Like, that just means that you're liking what you see, or at least you just know somebody that know me, or you just being nice maybe. I don't know. I don't care really. As long as, you come back. I don't really care why you come back. I just care that you come back. So today I wanted to talk about the desire and today the desire and the intent to be married, especially with Black men. Of course, I'm talking about my Black men. I'm a Black woman. I don't know nothing about nobody else. I just know about our people, and I just know that the desire and intent to be married is rare with our Black men. It just is. So I don't know why. Because I feel like, maybe not as kids, but kind of sort of like growing up, it's low-key embedded in us women to have the desire to be married, to have the desire to be mothers. Most of us, not all of us, of course, but for most people, that's the American dream. That's the family dream, to be a wife, to be a mother, right? So our mothers, they embedded that in us. But I feel like a lot of our Black men, that wasn't embedded in them. That's not taught to them, for them to be, son, prepare yourself to be a husband. It's not emphasized that much in the Black community for Black men to be husbands, for Black men to aspire to be husbands, for Black men to desire to be husbands, for Black men to act with intent to be husbands. It's just, I feel like it's just not there. And there is a difference between getting married and having the desire to be married. I feel like there is a very small percentage of Black men who want to be married. I feel like, just like I said in another episode, there's a small percentage of men who don't cheat, who will not cheat, who is fully against cheating. Same thing. It's a small percentage. It's rare. It's very rare, but they are out there, and I'm waiting on, because I don't want my husband to just marry me just to appease me. Wood Harris had a quote one day, and he said that men get married to appease the woman. So basically, like he said, marriage is for the woman. He said basically a lot of Black men don't want to be married, but they get married to appease the woman. And I kind of see where he's coming from. Let me know if y'all agree or not, but I kind of see where you're coming from. It's just like, yeah, you're right. Like, a lot of Black men, they don't. It's like, marriage, being with one woman, I don't know. But, then they get that ride or die. It's just like, okay. But there are a few men, there's a few good men, as they say, that do have the desire to be married. Like my very good friend Quentin, I know he's a man that desires to be married, because he had that example in his life. His father was a man who desired to be married. My dad, he was a man, although he ain't a Black man, but still, he was a man who desired to be married, to be a husband. And he did so with intent. When he was dating my mom, less than 6 months, he proposed. Okay, because he knew what he wanted. He knew what he wanted out of life, out of a woman, out of a wife, and he saw such in my mother. And it's just like, why waste time? For what, right? If I know that I want to be a husband, and this woman that I have been dating has shown me that she has the qualities to be my wife, to be a mother to the children that we'll have one day, why not? Why waste time? You know, tomorrow's not promised. So within 6 months, maybe even sooner than that, I'll have to check with my mom, but I definitely know within 6 months of them dating, he proposed. And that's like unheard of. But, you know, I always say it does not take a long time when you're dating someone to know this is not going to work, or this is the person that I can see myself spending the rest of my life with. It doesn't take, 5 years, 10 years. It doesn't take that long to know that you want to spend the rest of your life with that person, or that person is your person, right? That's the person for you. So it's just like when you find them, like, let's do it. Why not? And I feel like these common law marriages, it's really unfortunate, and it's kind of it's disheartening, and it's not motivating me. It's not it's not like making me look forward to the future. I've heard so many guys that have been in relationships 7 years. After 11 years, I proposed. After 15 years, I proposed. After 17 years, I proposed. And I'm just like, say, what now? You waited how long? What? And prime example, when Joel's Santana proposed to Kimbella. Oh, child, that proposal. I'm going to sit for Kimbella. He was on stage with all his friends. And I feel like all the proposals that are in those like long-term relationships, those common law relationships, they always like, man, you've been with me through thick and thin. You stayed with me through the bullshit. Whatever I put you through. Wait, is this an apology or my proposal? Because it don't sound good. It sounds like I've been a fool to stay with you this long, right? So it's just like, you're not doing me any favors. I feel like, and they laughed at me at work. We were talking about this, and they was like, well, how long would you wait, Brad? I was like, he got 2 years, and 3 is a high max. 3 is my top. If I am dating a man for 2 years, 3 years tops, and he doesn't propose, or he doesn't feel like he, has figured out that he can spend the rest of my life with me, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because all that BS about I'm not ready, my finances ain't ready, blah, 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 I don't want to hear it. Because like I said, it doesn't take long for you to know. So it's like, after 7 years, 15 years, 17 years, 20 years, why propose now? I never understood that. I feel like if I was with a guy for 10 years, and after 10 years he proposed, I would feel some kind of way. I would be really hurt, because I feel like it's like, dang, it took you 10 years for you to realize. I feel like at that point, that's when it becomes, I'm just marrying her because I know that's what she wants. I'm just marrying her because she been down through the thick and thin. I'm just marrying her to make her happy because I know that's what she wants. Not what I want as a man. Not what I want as a husband. But that's what she wants. Like, keep me in mind in your decisions, but don't just do something to appease me, especially when we talking about a lifelong contract like marriage. So, and I feel like that happens so much. Like, we have all this history, and as Nia Long said in Love Jones, he was like, oh, you gonna leave me after all these years? And Nia said, all we have are all these years, which is true. It's just like history doesn't mean anything. And like I said, if you don't know within them first few years, miss me with the 15-year proposal, 17-year proposal, 20-year 5 kids later, now you want to, now you're worthy of being my wife. What? Why wasn't I worthy then? What just makes you kind of second guess yourself? Like, was I not worthy then? Was I not good enough then? Did I, like, what do I have to do? It's just like, it's crazy. It's like it took you this long to see the value in me, the value in our relationship. Or either I'm just stuck on stupid and I done forgave you 80 million times and you realize, oh, well, she ain't going nowhere. Let me go ahead and lock her up. And, because I realize she's a good girl. So, I'm just, like I said, they're rare. The men that have the desire and the intent to be married, to be husbands, to be loyal, to be in a marriage. They're rare, but they're out there. They are out there. And I'm at the point now where I don't want to settle. I don't want to settle for a man. That's why I'm dating now. And that's one of my first questions. Do you have the desire to be married? Because it's like, we have to have these tough conversations. We have to have these. Do you want more kids? I have one baby. He may have some kids. I don't know. But my thing, and I think every man that I've dated thus far, they know my stance with kids. I have my one, and I'm cool with just my baby, my one baby for the rest of my life. Unless my husband, keyword husband, wants to procreate. If my husband gets with me, and he wants us to have a baby, that's what happened with my parents. My mom had 2 kids. My dad had 2 kids. And after they got married, they had my little sister. So it's like, okay, I get that. Because you want something of your own. You want something from your union. You want something to say that, we created this. I get that wholeheartedly. But I got to have a ring first. This ain't the right finger, but y'all know what I'm saying. I got to have a ring first. So, I need that desire and the intent to be there for it to work. It's rare, but they out there. I do believe that they're out there, and I can't settle until I get that. And that's why I make it a point to have those hard conversations, but necessary conversations in the beginning of the relationship, in the dating stages. That way, okay, we done went on about 4 or 5 days. Let's have the tough conversations. What's your 5-year plan? Do you want more kids? Do you want to be married? Because my son's father, he didn't want to be married. And when I was trying to leave and break up with him, he all, oh, let's get married. No, don't switch it up now, boy, because you're trying to appease me. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to keep me. You see that I'm looking for a way out and I'm ready to leave you, but you don't want me to. So you are looking to do anything, even something that's against your moral values and your principles and what you stand for, in order to keep me. And don't let me change you. And I should have, as women, we like to stay in the locker room waiting for these men to change, and they ain't gonna change sometimes. That's why when they show their true colors in the beginning, believe them. Take it as face value, because he told me, I don't believe in marriage. And I just thought I was gonna be and just change his mind, and that didn't happen. And that happens a lot. It's like, oh well, I'm gonna be nice to him, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna, put that on him, and he gonna change his mind. He won't. And if he does, it won't be genuine. It won't be his decision. It won't be because he really had a change of heart. It will be because you are a good woman, and he realizes that, and he don't want to lose you. And he realized that maybe, just maybe, you may be too good for him. But he gotta keep you, a word. And on that note, we gonna end the B word, cause who child in here preaching. So thank y'all for tuning in this week. Stay tuned for next week. I hope to see y'all again. I hope you come back. As always, like, subscribe, share, comment down below. I love y'all, and I'll see you soon.